Hey, sorry to bug you. How's it going? Good? I don't know if you're doing good. I think you're doing great. Is this all you? Yeah, dude. You're doing fantastic. Good job. I don't know if you know Nancy, James, Smith, the Gunderson family, Andersons. Everybody has been switching to me. Not because they didn't like their bug guy or anything. Just most companies don't take care of rats in the attic, and we've been having a major issue with that, and that's where we really shine. We've been getting the ants and spiders too and stuff, but who's coming out for you guys? Okay, perfect. Yeah, I've had a lot of people switch to me from them. Not because they didn't like them or anything. I mean, they're doing a fantastic job. I'm sure you're not seeing any bugs on the inside, and definitely aren't looking to switch or anything like that. Either were they. They come out for you like every 3 months, right? And you're paying like $119 is what most people are paying with them. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I mean, I'm very similar. We do a quarterly service as well. Like I said, the biggest difference is that just when my guys come out here, our entire company is really built up around this rodent problem that DFW is experiencing. We've been getting a lot of roof rats up in the attic, and with all this construction, the field mice have been moving into the house a lot of times before the people do. And I mean, if water started pouring out your ceiling, how would that be on a scale of 1 to 10? You'd love that? No, probably not. And one more question. So if termites damaged your house, would your insurance company pay for that damage? No, not typically. Rodents are the same thing. If you allow rodents to infest your house and really cause a lot of damage by not properly preventing that through a service like mine, same thing like with termites. If you let termites infest your house and do tons of damage, because the thing is, those issues, they don't happen overnight. It's not like a lightning strike. It's something that you can monitor, you can prevent. And the thing is, though, most companies, they don't monitor that. Most companies are pest control companies. They keep their technicians' feet on the ground outside of the home. Now, we have an entire department dedicated to rodent proofing homes and to rodent control, just because it's such a problem. All of our customers deal with it, and so we specialize in that. You guys have Massey. They're a fantastic company. They're the 5th largest company in the world, and they don't specialize with rodent control in-house. They outsource that to other companies, which means when their technicians coming around, they're not going to be looking for signs of rats, peeking their head in the attic, making sure no rats are nesting up there. All of our technicians are trained in rodents. Now, I'm not saying our technicians are going to pop up on your roof or anything, willy-nilly, or be climbing through your attic and stuff like that. They can find signs, and then we send their rodent team out to do a more thorough inspection. And then if needed, we can get the rodents out of your structure and silt the entry points where they're getting in, which is the only solution to stopping that. So most people, they just prefer it. If they're going to be paying a pest control company to come by every 3 months, they just prefer them to do the full job and take care of all the issues rather than like some of the issues. I mean, most companies are just built around profitability, and spraying your house for $100, pretty profitable. We're a local company. We're just built around people and providing a real value and solution to the real needs that you have. I mean, even if it's not as profitable a service, it's necessary, it's needed, and that's why we're really taking off like wildfire. Now, as far as price goes, I can't do twice as much work for half, for less than they're doing it, or a lot of times for even the same. So you said you're paying $119. You can see here, I'm typically going to be $129 for my base pest control treatment. And then if you add the rodent control to that, it's $29 a quarter, about $10 a month to get that rodent control. Not much. Then the full yard to get that full yard treated, it's typically another $10 a month for us to get out there in the yard, taking care of like all the ants and bugs out there. That first one, just to get out here and do our full initial service, really get the house under control, it would typically be $329 for that initial service. If you added that rodent coverage, it would be $149. And then that yard treatment as well would be the $29. So you can see here, I'm going to be out here on Monday taking care of everybody. I just need your first and last name to get started. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's no pressure really. I mean, like I said, we're not the 5th largest company in the world like Massey. We can't take care of everybody in the neighborhood, and we don't anticipate to. We got to work a lot smarter than harder against those companies. So what we do is, I've got area managers assigned to each area, and they're responsible for optimizing the schedule, which cuts back a lot of our operational costs, and allows us to provide the quality that you need at a price that's affordable. Extra $20 a month to get what you need is, it's worth it. Because if you're paying somebody $119, but you're not getting what you need, you're literally wasting $120. If it only costs an extra, $20 to upgrade and get the service you need, then is it not worth it? Okay, exactly. Now, like I was saying, we optimize this area, and we're at 10 right now, which means we've got 2 more spots until we're optimized. Because when our truck comes to your neighborhood, it doesn't make sense for us to drive to another neighborhood and drive to another neighborhood and drive to another neighborhood. What we try to do is we try to have 12 people in each neighborhood, and we try to have them all on the same schedule. So if you'll go ahead and help me out, save me the hassle of walking to a couple next doors and finding somebody that is a good fit for our quality, then I'll go ahead and drop that initial service. I'll go ahead and drop it down to just I'll go ahead and include the outdoor rodent control service for just $49, as well as I'll drop that the quarterly rodent control service down to just $9 a quarter. You're at $3 a month to have rodent coverage of what you really need. That's a good deal. What email do you want me to send this to? Okay. Yeah, I can understand that. Let me just send it over as a quote. Call your company, see if they can match the service and beat the price. I don't care. I'm just out here to be your friend, and you don't have to use my service to be my friend. I'll drive by and be like, "Hey Scott, how's it going? You still killing it in life? Good job." And I'll be servicing my customers. No worries. I mean, it's not like we're enemies if you don't use my service. That's not very Christ-like. And so, but if you do want to end up doing it, that's fine. I'll go ahead and just email it over, take a look at it. Where do you want me to email it to? Okay, and then your name is Scott Anderson. Okay. And then no worries. Sometimes, I'll have a couple people on the back burner because occasionally someone will have to reschedule last minute, and then my guy's sitting there ramped in the neighborhood or ready to go, and boom, he's got no work for 2 hours because somebody had to just move it off because of an emergency or something. Sometimes when that happens, I'll throw out some really crazy ideas because at that point I'm losing money, so I would pay money to not lose that money, if that makes sense. And I'll give people a $50 credit or just a Visa gift card or something like that. What's a good phone number if that happens? I can text you real quick. Okay. Well, let me just make sure I've got all these discounts in here for you. And then let me just show you what it looks like. I'll send it over so you can kind of understand what it all means when you get it. Here's my information. Did I get your information correct here? Okay. And the number one way we grow is, we're not putting a ton of ads on Google and trying to make them even richer than they already are. We mainly grow through word of mouth, and to do so, we have a really strong referral program. If you refer somebody, they get $50, and if they get referred, they get $50. You get $50. And so, just so you know, that's mainly how we grow. A lot of people sign up their whole church group and stuff like that, and that's works for us. I'd rather put the money back into the people in our community rather than ship it off to the stockholders of Massey or Orkin or something like that. I don't know, just a little bit different business model than others, but that's how we do it. These are all the bugs. They're all warranted. This explains the service. So we do that initial deep treatment. Take a good while. Attic. I didn't explain half of the service that we're doing. Attic, base, dust injections, bait granules, yard, systemic products, spot treatments. It's a lot. We carry about 10 times the amount of different types of products on our vehicle than most other companies. Most companies will have a 50-gallon tank. Their manager will fill it up with 5 ounces of product in the morning, and they say, go spray the houses. We call them spray jockeys. They just go and they just pull up to the house, pull out the hose, spray the base, and they're done. I don't know. Works for some people. Trust me, it's way more profitable. We don't do that. We inspect, we sweep the eaves every time, we inspect the base every time, we figure out what issues you're having for that season, and then we go back to our trucks, and since our guys are highly trained and knowledgeable, they're able to put the right products for the right pests in the right place and make sure they're really solving your issue on the first one, so you have to call them back for free. And then by everybody treating at the same time, it's more effective than ping-ponging the bugs around and stuff like that. But do that initial, come back in 30 days to break the egg cycle, set up your repellent barrier. Then we're on call. If you need anything, just call, text, email. They're the next day to take care of whatever it is. You're not waiting 2 weeks like most companies to come out there. And then, so here's kind of breakdown of the pricing and everything, what you'd be upgrading to. And then here is, the fine print. Feel free to read it. I'll send it to you so you can memorize it and everything. Saying 3 main things. One, this service doesn't include subterranean termites. That's a different type of treatment. It's a different process. We have a solution for that. I'm just not talking about termites today. It also doesn't include rats. It also doesn't include wildlife. We take care of wildlife, but it doesn't include that. And then we do ask you to at least try us out for that first year, just so we can, hit each of the 4 seasons and make sure we're not leaving with any bugs. Don't worry if you had to stop before the year. We don't hold you to the contract and make sure you pay it all out or something like that, like most companies do. We just ask you to, don't pay us for work we haven't done. Just pay us for the work we did do, and just pay us a normal price for that first service, just so we can break even. We'll treat it as a one-time service. It helps us keep the shirt on our back. That's fair. I can send this all to you. If you want to help me just make sure my routes get filled up so I can get, back to the fam and everything. And I got some other guys I need to get training over here. I'll go ahead and take $60 off that initial service. I'll do it for just the $249. Does that sound fair? I just need a squiggle box there. A couple initials. You can do the keypad. I'll email that over to you, and then tomorrow I've got a 2 o'clock. Does that sound good? Okay. And then I'm sure you're busy, so we like to make your life as easy as we can. After services are done, just apply it to whatever you want, like a Visa or a MasterCard. Which one did you want to go with? Cool. do you have that number memorized, or did you need to grab it? Okay, that sounds good. And then have you guys been living around for long, or where'd you guys move from? You local? Awesome. I've never been out there. That's cool. Well, there's your card. Well, I'm gonna have Stetson out here tomorrow at 2. You know what? I noticed I actually do have some time at 4 today. I mean, no pressure. But I just looked at the schedule, and for some reason there's a 4 o'clock. Do me a favor. Does that work for you? Okay, sweet. Well then, he'll go over a welcome letter with you, explains all the same stuff, make sure we're on the same page. My office will probably give you a call just to kind of onboard you, make sure everything's understood and we're all on the same page. Cool. Did you have any other questions for me? No? Okay, awesome. Do me one more favor. Can you continue killing it? Can you have a great day? Awesome. Nice. Oh, I forgot. I want to give you $50. I got this $50 Visa card. I want to give it to you, but I need you to give me one of your friends' names to go talk to and set up. Do you know anybody around here? Okay. Do you not have their phone number by chance? I don't need their. I'm not asking you to give me their phone number, but do you have their phone number? Do you text them? What I found works best is if you put me in a group text with them, then just recommend me. I'll go set them up with service. When I do, I'll come back and give you $50, give them $50, win-win, bada bing, bada boom. We're doing it. Sounds good. Yeah. Let me just text you with my personal number just so you have it if you need anything. Text it that number, and then go ahead and put us in a group text there, and then send that over. Let them know I'm headed that way. Cool. I'm gonna go set them up, and then I'll swing back by and give you their money. I'll go to work for you. I'm gonna go try to make you some money. And I had some people, they really caught the vision, because I mean, it's not a one-time offer. I don't know if you got like a church group or a soccer group or like a group of friends from your kid's school. Do you have any groups like that you're involved in? Okay. Most people have companies that don't do a full service like you had. I mean, you signed up. Do you feel like there's benefit in having a company that does all of the different issues and provides that local quality, keeps the money in the local market? I mean, do you think it might be a good fit for them? Cool. I had someone who really caught the vision, a real entrepreneur-minded person. They actually put me in a group text with that entire group, and that entire group ended up signing up. We did some extra, group discounts with it. And that person made $500 from a 5-minute text, because I do all the work. I mean, all I have to do is say they're interested in the group text, and then and typically once 2 or 3 people start saying they're interested, everybody says they're interested. And then I do all the work. They just like, hey, this is Dan. Like, he owns this company. He's the area manager. Great service. A lot of benefits. Definitely worth talking to. If you're interested in a better situation or solution, just respond yes, and he can reach out to you. That's it. 5-minute, 2-minute text. Quickest $500 you ever made. Okay, cool. Sweet. Well, I'll go to work for you. Now, I can't promise I can get them all as good of pricing as I gave you, just because I don't know where they live. And we might need to wait to kind of start their schedule to get them on that same schedule to give them better pricing, but I'll do whatever I can for them. It's just, it doesn't always make sense to give the same price in the same area, same size house, that kind of thing, especially if they didn't already have a company coming out. And they've got more issues, it's more of an uphill battle. So, if they say, how much are you paying? You can say, he gave me a great deal. Every house is different though, and every house has different like conducive conditions and problems. So he said that he would be able to give you the best pricing based on your house, but the prices might be different, and so I just don't want to cause any drama by like talking about issues because there's different needs, type of thing. If they just like text you, I can text you like the stamped verbatim thing to say, and I'm gonna give them all a good fair price. It's just I need it to be a win-win. Like I can't I can't lose money on 10 people. The business I'm sure you want me to stay in business, right? Okay, sounds good. Okie dokie. Well, I'll just wait to get a bunch of people saying yes, and then I'll be able to spend some time in my office signing those 10 people up rather than coming around optimizing, knocking on doors all day, as much as I love being out here. But great, it was great to meet you. I'm gonna go try to sign up that friend, and then I'll wait for the group text for all those friends. And then, yeah, if you need anything, let me know. Stetson will be here in an hour. Take it easy. Peace.